Beyond PTR by Bellular Clips. Let's see. Probably, I'm gonna make a wild guess here. Something that has to do with major spoilers. Or, I don't know, like, would he talk about raids at this point? Because, like, raids are always on the PTR. It has to be spoilers and cinematics, right?
Pretty sweet splash screen, I've got to say.
Yep.
We're joking. Basically, the art's encrypted or slash not there because that's just
It's
like
encrypted,
default, default texture.
Which is interesting.
This is
we
experimenting
just
with
bring
the
that
green
up
screen.
because they don't want us to see the art. Why? Because what if one side of that art involves night elf things, the other side of the art involves undead things?
Oh.
That would kind of spoil some bits of the patch a bit early, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
They're encrypting the PTR. Fucking thank God. Yes, great.
And what if
so it is lore.
all of the rumors about Darkfall are right, and it'll be like Night Elves on one side, Undead on one side, and Darkfall in the middle, and then we're like, oh, Darkfall pre-order bonus allied race 100%.
Wait, so is that season 4 concept art or something?
Absolutely true, definitely.
Yep.
Who knows?
Yeah,
Who
right.
knows?
So this is great. This is brilliant. What it means, because I kind of bring this up in the news video that comes out tomorrow as well. But we have this funky thing, right? So yes,
Funky
we do criticize
thing,
the
bro.
plot of World of Warcraft.
Funky.
And there have been times where the PTR has been very instrumental and the plot feedback has been needed. Patch 8.1 especially comes to mind. Some of its stuff going on around Darkshore was just real questionable, and those things were patched up and made better by the time it shipped. But in many cases, I think the one that I think about is the data mine shred of dialogue. People didn't know whether it applied to, I think it was either Arthas or Sylvanas.
Yeah.
And that was used to create all these bad faith criticisms, which is so frustrating when you are covering the lore. You know, it's like somebody mentioned Last Jedi a while ago. It's like when you're trying to criticize Last Jedi for all of its fucking structural pacing, you know, construction, all that issues.
Okay.
And then you kind of look around and it's, oh, okay, cool. I guess we're screeching about a character's hair color, right? You know, it's like kind of the people who are trying to make a proper fucking serious critique of the thing, we get undermined by, oh, we've taken a data mine shred of shit out of context, and now we're going to go crazy with it. And then then people just end up blaming Wowhead, and it's like, well, Wowhead put the information out. They didn't come up with a conspiracy.
I have no idea what that Star Wars comparison was about. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? But blaming Wowhead for the leaks is probably not. Let's say this: if Wowhead didn't do it, someone else would. So blaming them for doing it, I don't know if that's like, you know, the right thing to do. If anything, you should just blame Blizzard for putting it in the PTR.
Conspiracy theory. And then it's this weird thing of like, well, okay, but if Wowhead, you know, sure, they can data mine it and you can maybe put some blame in them, but look, if they don't do it, ML Champion's going to do it. Icy Veins is going to do
Got it.
It's a whole fucking ecosystem.
Yeah.
Right? There is a degree of...
And if all three of them don't do it, there will be room for creators to do it. It's like how it is.
You know, the game, not the player going on. Yeah. And then as well, so there's that on the criticism side. The other side is just PTR is obviously not the best way to experience a story.
No,
What a crack.
It's like, where else in the entire universe is there a PTR for story stuff? It's just, imagine, well, actually, you know, there kind of is.
Yes, there is. Trailers for
not
movies.
Literally, but modern trailers do this quite a lot. Where like, here's the big story beats, here's, shit, we need to get you interested in watching our movie. So
I'm not gonna lie. So he is right. A lot of movies do that, and like they ruin their own movie because of the trailer. However, some trailers became really fucking smart. For example, if you look at the Doctor Strange 2 cinematic trailer, you would not be sure who the main guy is. I'm not gonna spoil it, but let's just say it like this: who you think the main bad guy is in the trailer is not the main guy in the movie. And I think that's pretty cool that they did that, because I came like expecting Doctor Strange versus someone, and instead it was Doctor Strange versus someone else. I would never think I'll never think shit. I'll never think the person who is fighting is gonna be the main bad guy or evil to begin with, which is like kind of cool.
So here's the best bits of the movie in 15 seconds or 2 minutes. You're like, I don't want to watch the movie now, because you kind of, spoiled a bit. No, obviously don't like spoil major things, but like, man, why are you ruining my enjoyment to try and get me hooked by promising it's good? I'd rather see it.
I think.
Then I kind of get.
I think
yeah.
that it was Tally exploded at this one on stream.
Oh, the what do you call it? The dragon
5
fight.
seconds, and he was totally right to explode.
I raged like hell about that when I saw it too.
It would make you want to go to a marketing department and give someone a metaphorical slap.
I definitely.
I really need to find what Tali got exploded over. It's like that sounds like interesting. For 5 seconds. Interesting.
I would definitely metaphorically do vile things to marketing people.
Right, they fucking, for literally everyone who watches the Dragonflight cinematic that all those people worked all that time on, some motherfucker thought they would go boom, 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 and show the 5 fucking core plot beats in the 5 seconds before the actual thing plays. And that they feel like they need to do this because people's fucking attention spans have been that destroyed that apparently now a trailer has to have appended to it a trailer for the fucking trailer? What? What is going on?
What did I miss?
What's happened?
What did I miss in the week that I wasn't here?
What was it old people used to say? The world's gone to hell in a handbasket. That's what's happened. Hell in a handbasket.
That's it. I tell you.
Never heard
those
that.
newspapers and those books ruin society. And then those comic books ruin society. Then music ruined it. And movies ruined it. Games ruined it. Everything's ruined.
I mean,
we need to go back to
games.
quietly contemplating in the candlelight while we all die of scurvy.
Honestly,
don't do everything.
Is
Back to the trees.
Better
Back to the
dying of scurvy is no joke. Like that shit sucks ass.
fucking trees. Right? Do monkeys get sore backs? No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Do monkeys get? No, just go.
Of course
back
they
to
do.
The trees. That's it.
Yeah.
The marketing department, what they did to that cinematic trailer, have just made me want to revert to monkey.
Yeah, it's hard to disagree. But I guess it's that thing of
oh, gotta sneeze again.
Like mutually assured destruction in the media world, where everyone's like, "Well, we need bigger and bigger attention-grabbing guns. We need nuclear weapons
shit
to
hits
attract
hard.
people's attention." But no one signed like a mad clause, or I don't know if signed mad clause, or it's just like an unspoken thing. But it's this point where media companies really need to turn around and go, right. Let's have a gentleman's handshake, a gentleman's agreement on not destroying the attention span of people any further through our underhanded psychological media tactics, because
I need to find what the fuck they're talking about. What, 5 seconds? Why is it such a big deal?
Who's going to make the thing that's faster and easier to consume than TikTok? Who's going to make the video platform with a limit on 2 seconds? Who's going to do that? And I don't think, maybe there'll be a world where humans' attention span will get so short that we'll actually kind of evolve around it and have like a hyper perception of time. So the way subliminal messages supposedly work?
I know what this is called. This should never be on PTR. This should be like talking human evolution at this point. What are they saying?
Oh no.
And they're like,
I mean, it's an interesting subject. Like, will evolution make it so that our small attention span would actually be our advantage rather than how it is a disadvantage right now? But like, kind of like how us becoming more frail than we used to, in a sense, less hairy and all that stuff, which is like probably at first it might have been a disadvantage, but now it's also an advantage because like you would get really hot and die of fucking heat if you were so fucking hairy.
It's like 2 frames. Is like considered subliminal. 2 frames out of I think 24 per second like a TV show or something. So it's like, dude, maybe
it was like 0.2 to 0.4 seconds.
Experiencing time vastly differently because TikTok's ruined everyone's brains. Are we gonna have to evolve? I don't know, but Jesus Christ, it's certainly getting somewhere.
Yeah, so Dragonflight Cinematic was a victim to all that.
Yep.
It's like that thing that would happen a while ago where they would have celebrities.
Any information in the description because I have no idea what he's talking about.
You're going to watch the trailer for the movie What I Did Now. Happy, happy, happy! I'm famous! And now that you have your social proof from the actor you like, here's the trailer.
No one likes getting spoiled. I do. I like getting spoiled.
I don't know. It all seems like so transparent. Yeah,
I've said this before. Like, you can't spoil me. It's like, yeah, you're gonna reveal some massive fucking detail, but for me, it's like, it's the journey. Like, I don't care what happens at the end. The ending is like, usually you can guess the ending like very, very early into the story, right? It's like, oh, there's a big bad, we're gonna kill it, right? It's like, but it's like, you wanna know everything that happens. Like, oh my god, you know? It's like, I'm assuming this is not a spoiler. Let's say Heaven's Word, when like, um, you have when you're saving Estinian from Nidhogg, and then you have Spirit of Haurchefant and Yazel come and like kind of help you free him, right? It's like, if you told me that, I would still enjoy it just as much when I see it. It's like that, the fact that that happens, even though it is a spoiler, it's like it doesn't have the context behind it. Like, I don't have the whole story around it, so it's like I don't care. But when I see it and I get connected to Yisrael and I get connected to, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. If I knew Haurchefant died before I saw him die the first time, I would pay more attention to Haurchefant throughout the story, because the first time Haurchefant died, for me, I was like, I didn't care. I was like, okay, cool, whatever, because I didn't really care about the character. I didn't know he was important. I was like, yeah, okay, he's a cool guy. He was nice to us, but it's like, that's about it, right? But then when I did the story with him and all that stuff, and like really, really like fucking like paid attention to what he's saying and like how we and him interact, like my character and his interact, I got more attached to Haurchefant. So when he died, the second time that I saw him die, I actually felt sad. The first time I was like, kind of cheesy. It's whatever, right? Same with Yazel. Yazel, when she died the first time, I was like, ah, cool, she exploded. Second time, I was like, that kind of sucks. And I knew it was coming. I was like, oh, this is the cinematic where she dies. Like, oh, fuck, man. It was like, oh, no. And then you see her die, and it's like, ah, yeah, that sucks. But the first time I didn't care. So, like, for me, honestly, if you spoil me, probably you're doing me a favor, because I would pay more attention to the person that is, to the subject at hand that is being spoiled to me.
so that's all just a way of saying that all of this stuff not consistently being spoiled on the PTR is a good thing for the story. It means that while there will be less, I would almost say, community oversight of the narrative, which sounds like a weird entitled thing to say, but in 8.1, as an example, it was fucking needed. Right? 8.1 is an example of, yeah, we need to step in and make sure they don't ruin this.
Yeah.
If things are ever going to go in a good direction, the way that things go cannot be
Good
the
luck.
story's always on PTR. It just can't be like that. So I'm just glad to see it happen.
Yeah. Also, yeah, Sandrone and unknown character point out, yeah, new types. So in Gundam, they had this idea of like a new kind of evolution of human called new types, who are like increasingly or better mental awareness, and were better Gundam pads because they had better awareness and control of everything. So that's yeah. I accidentally plagiarized Gundam with my theory. Fantastic.
Nice.
Thank you. Yeah.
I mean, not even far off from reality. We are a lot more aware than our ancestors were, because we're giving so much more information on much shorter periods of time. That was too long. Okay, I'm gonna comment real quick. I think I am. All right, cool. Had to leave that comment there. All right. The next one. Ooh, next video.